Newsflash, there is so much more to you than you ever thought. I know, because I did the Comrades. Let me tell you a story. So, the only reason I did Comrades was, I'm Janine van die Kerk, I'm on Radio Pulpit, and we had an interview with Caroline Bosman. Remember that second year? She took part and she got the cramps, and Shanae Bosman won. And I asked her on air in that interview, wasn't she disappointed that she didn't win? And her answer was no. It was God's time for Shanae to win. And I remember I was so impressed. And so my co-presenter asked her, hey, Caroline, I've got a runner here next to me. Now, at that stage, the longest I've ever run was like an 8, and I did it once. Normally, it was 3s and 1s. You know, it's sort of an itsy-bitsy. And so he says, there's a runner next to me. Why don't you challenge her to run the Comrades next year? And she said, Janine, I challenge you to challenge yourself to do the Comrades next year. And I thought, no problem, I can get out of this. I said, I will do the Comrades if Wynand here does a 21 kilometer, knowing that Wynand doesn't even run from the bathroom to the kitchen. It's like a principle thing. The man doesn't run. And so I thought that's how I was going to get out of it. He says, sure, I'll do a 21. Now, obviously, I was so surprised. And I thought, I can't wait for him to do a 21. If I had to do the Comrades, I had to start practice. I had to get out there. I got to run. I get my husband. He doesn't know what hit him, but we did this thing together. And then we started first with a 10. Couldn't believe we could do a 10. Then a 21. If we did a 21, we slept the whole afternoon. Then we got used to a 21 and we started doing 42s. And you can't believe you can do a 42 kilometer and you sleep the whole afternoon. You can't believe it. It's too much. Then you get used to that. Then we go down to the Cape and we did our first 2 oceans, the most beautiful race, but it's a 56. It's the first official ultra marathon athlete status that you get. And I remember finishing that race and saying, what? I am now an ultra marathon athlete. And then comes the Comrades and you think, how are you going to get from 56 to 90 kilometers? And then you do it the first year. And then you do the second year because you're hooked and you have to do the up and the down as well. And the one takeaway from our whole Comrades experience was you've got so much more in you than you ever thought. I never even would have done a 10 if I wasn't dead on live national radio. If I thought I could get out of it, I would have bunked. Oh, it didn't. And we were surprised every single time how 2 arms and 2 legs and lungs and heart can get the job done. Normal people doing extraordinary things. And I'm thinking to myself, what else is there in life that's in you, that's hidden in you, that you just never even tried? Because if God looks to you, I'm thinking of Psalm 139:14, which says, I praise you, Lord, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. And Ephesians 2:10, that you are God's masterpiece, created anew in Christ Jesus. Don't you understand? He's put this stuff in you, but you've got to discover it. And now maybe you've been wanting to write a book, but you're telling yourself, I'm not a real writer. Or you've wanted to start your own videos and you're thinking, yeah, but I can't talk like other people can. What? If that urge is in you, if you want to do it, isn't it God? Doesn't he work and will in you to do his will? The worst that can happen is it can flop and you just stop doing it. Or you can discover that it's in you. You've got something to say. There's a way to minister. You've got a heart for kids, but you don't think you don't have time. You know what? They're all excuses. It's just excuses. Get out there and do it. There's so much more in you. You'll be surprised. And the fulfillment and the wonder of walking in whatever God has prepared for you before the beginning of time, the good works that he's prepared for you, it's got to be amazing. So here we are, getting up, going to run once again because I've discovered this in me and we're walking in it. What is there for you to discover as well?